welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. A number of artists and potters are coming together to create a number of bowls that will be used to raise money for those in need. To learn more, we spoke with organizer Sarah Mott.
This comes on the heels of our very first Empty Bowls attempt last November, where Sally Cobb and myself, who were potters, had the idea that we would try to raise funds in the community that would support fighting food insecurity. And the concept is people come into a community meal and they pick out a single bowl that they connect with, and then they have a community meal of soup. And the empty bowl symbolizes the food insecurity and the hunger that exists not only around the world, but especially in our community. You know, I don't really need to say a lot about the need for food, because then COVID-19 hit and everybody now is extremely aware that there was a level of food insecurity in the Attleboro area that perhaps, I know I said this last year, I wasn't aware of how important it was, but certainly now it has grown, it's almost doubled, and it's in the headlines everywhere, whether you're in Attleboro, Massachusetts, Mansfield, North Attleboro, whether you're in Rhode Island, whether you're in California, whether you're in Beijing, you could be anywhere in the world that COVID has hit, and whatever needs existed as of last November when we had empty bowls have just increased. So, and along with COVID-19, Empty Bowls faces the same challenges that all the other organizations around town are facing when it comes to try to gather the forces of our community to raise money and to pull off an event like we had last year. And we finally have settled in, and right now we're about a little more than a week away from Empty Bowls. So as you can see, we're surrounded by bowls. We do have over 400 bowls. We've had great support, but we will look very different this year. First of all, last year we were in November, but we decided that the only way to get the bowls out into the community would be to hold the event outside. So we moved it forward to September when it's not freezing and hopefully it won't be raining. And we secured the Newell Shelter in Capron Park. And on September 12th, which is a Saturday, from 11 to 2, we will have our bowls all set out in the Newell Shelter, and people are buying tickets, and I say thank you to everybody who's bought a ticket. So at the Newell Shelter, we will have our bowls, and our bowls will be out, but this year it has to be a touchless pickup, which means you can't come along the table and pick your bowls up and put them down and show them to your friend, and that just is not something that's going to work very well. And as a matter of fact, is mandated that it can't work very well. So we really worked hard to come to a solution. So the solution is that when you come to Empty Bowls at the Newell Shelter, we have sorted our bowls into several different styles and by artists. And you can come in and say, I really would like an Erica Lynn Hood bowl that looks like this. And out on the tables, there will be a couple samples of her bowls, and then the rest of her bowls will be in bags behind it. So truly, all you have to do is pick up a bag. You can go to emptybowlsattleboroarea.com, and that will quickly take you to a button that says donate or a button that says buy your ticket. And if you hit that, what we're doing is, to comply with COVID, is we have timed entries. So through Eventbrite, you pick the time slot that you want to come in, so we make sure that you are safe, our volunteers are safe. We ask that you wear a mask. We ask that you answer the questions that we're going to ask you the questions that everybody else has been asking you about your exposure and how you feel and things like that. We will take your temperature. And then you will be guided through the bowl pickup process and drive away with your bowls.